right after this class. I'm afraid some of you still haven't come to the lecture, so they probably have no idea there will be a lecture tomorrow this time. So it means there is no afternoon. Now that slot will be used by my other class, So your class will be shifted to this time, 6:30 to 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Okay, any other question regarding the lecture regarding everything? No? All right, any question, let me know. But pretty much last time, so come in time. Okay. Okay, let's continue our lecture. Since we don't have too much time, so we only, and the first thing is first one is in your essay, now we decide to have you guys have your essay. So in your essay basically is your final one. We don't have an exam, but for the essay, you have to submit an essay. All the marks will based on the essay. So that essay will demonstrate how good or how diligently working on this lecture. So this course until straight away from in please append your homework in this essay as well. So in this essay, and this essay will be submitted by first of all, of course you want to append your homework. You want to run an essay. Basically, is you will be doing this one in Word, and then you convert Word to PDF file. PDF file. Word to PDF. So we just convert it to PDF file. It's easy. I just click or online. There are some online converter from Word file to PDF file. So you have to type your homework in Word file, or you copy or take picture, whatever. But eventually they are supposed to post everything, paste everything on your Word file, and then you convert your Word file into PDF file. Just one file. PDF is one file. You can write many things in different files, but you have to put them all together in one Word file, and then convert the PDF file. And this PDF file will be your final result. This result will include your essay and also includes your homework as well. So in this case, I can give you a proper scores. If you have your essay and your homework, and of course I will plus with your attendance already as well. So attendance and plus your homework and plus your essay. And that pretty much you will decide your final score, and whether, and also decide whether you pass or you fail. If you fail, you come back next year. So if you pass, then you can continue going down. All right, that's pretty much all I can say. That's pretty much all I can say. Essay. We'll talk about essay maybe tomorrow. We'll talk about essay maybe tomorrow, including the topic, including how to write a proper essay. So I'll get hold of some topic, some copy of the essay previously been written by my students in grade 10. I extend to write essay as well. So I'll find out whether I can get hold of some copies or not. If I can get hold of some copy, I can show you guys how to write an essay, including the cover, the menu, the content, and blah blah blah, the chapter, how to arrange the chapter, the conclusion, all this sort of thing. Hopefully I can find one copy at least, then I can post you guys, and then you can have some idea about how to write. Also, that essay will become your, if possible, that essay probably will become your graduate essay as well. If you do that one, of course you have to extend it and will perfect all the homework essay. Maybe like make us your final essay, graduate essay as well. Let's see. Depends on your supervisor. If he agrees, maybe this works. If not, you have to run a new one. All right. Let's continue our lecture. Okay. So last time we were talking about the our how to basically now we're done major things in particular. Distance you already see some of the machine. You have seen some of the machine. So this machine basically is they are the machine in the market price to in this it's not cheap, but neither it's not really expensive as well. Okay, so last time I was talking about some, but in order to have some knowledge about EPM, because Obed said he had already operated the EPM before. So look at the theory about EPM as well. Okay, so that's it. And the last time I asked you guys to do the homework and this bit as well. Also the other bit, this bit, we haven't touched this bit. I asked you guys to probably this bit and this bit as your homework. There are three bits. This one, and this one. And then I told you guys I want to show you this one as well. But this is a little bit complicated. It takes too much time, so we probably skip this one. But this one, the idea is if your staff, this staff being inclined, and then what happened? Then you have to correct it, to do the correction to get the correct measurement of the distance. Depends on what kind of object you're going to look at. Depends on distance. So the idea is the same, but the calculation probably you have to change a little bit about the calculation. But I bet it won't have too much difference in all this stuff. So for this probably is enough. So try not to tilt your stuff in this way. Probably you don't have you won't be facing that kind of problem like how to calculate this one. So if you just have this one or that one, you can easily do the correction. But if you really come to this bit, you really cannot hold your stuff straight. Then you really have this problem. Then in this case, by the way, there is another problem for this one. I mean logic problem. Why do I call it logic problem? Because if you want to do this calculation, do the correction, you got to know this data, the angle, how much angle you tilt your stuff. Your stuff supposed to put vertically like this one, right? This is your vertical stuff. That's supposed to be in the right correction like this one. But unfortunately, you've been drunk or something, so the stuff being inclined. So it become an inclined stuff like this one. So there is an angle in between. This is called delta. So in order to correctly amend or correct your distance, then you must know the value of delta, right? But if you already know the value of delta, it means that you already sense my star inclined, right? You already sense. You're supposed to put it in. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense because you already know. You make some mistake. There is an incline over here. At least you can't put it straight. That will be another story. Otherwise, you already know your stuff is inclined to some degree. You're supposed to put it back in a vertical one, right? So I'll call it a logic problem. If you want to correctly correct this bit, you got to know delta. But if you already know delta, you're supposed to put it back. You won't even do this calculation. You will put it back in a vertical one. So this is a logical one. So this won't won't happen too often. Like you already know this one, and you want to still keep on measuring this way and do some correction. Doesn't make any sense. But in some extreme case, yes, you can't put it straight. For example, there is a tree on top of this one or something. You can't put it straight. In this case, you can only put it this one. But again, you need some machine as well. Otherwise, how do you know it's delta? So now you need some measurement for this delta as well. So this is not a good one to do some correction. Try to avoid this kind of case. If there's a tree here, try to move to something besides tree or something. There's many techniques and you can overcome this one. Anyway, we get rid of we skip this one because it's a little bit impractical because for the sensible, reasonable person, they won't allow this delta happen. If you already know this delta, why do you want to let it happen? You will suppose to put it back, right? So that doesn't make too much sense. Let's continue. But like extreme case, yes, this might happen. You got to do some correction. That will be some extreme case. Okay, let's continue. So now we EDM bit. So EDM will be it's called what I call it's called electromagnetic distance measurement. It's called EDM, electromagnetic distance measurement. Because basically it's for measuring the distance. You see, measuring the distance. So this is the basic idea of electromagnetic. Okay, so the one we are going to look at, there are many electromagnetic EDM device. Looking at online, maybe three types. So one of them is called electro-optical instrument. So use the optical physical bit, the optical one to do the measurement. This is the one, and also you have microwave, and also you have electronic. All these different. But idea is pretty much the same one. I use a wave. Of course, it's called microwave, electronic, optical. No matter what, they all use the theory of wave. Maybe wave might come from sound, might be electronic one, might from the light. But they all use the one. So you must have what you call the transmitter, and also you send a modulate carrier. So this is a wave. This wave is basically to elongate. Initially you emit one, and this beam basically as time goes by, they go through the air, right? They'll go through the air. This wave will keep on going. They'll go through it as time goes by, because the air you have friction or something of scattering or diffraction. So eventually they die out. The signal won't go, and then distance between A and B. So you put up some object, but unfortunately it emits the light and the visible light, and let's say the beam, and then it moving, and because according to the up to something. Nothing that can bounce back. I already die out already. So to avoid this case, you have to use something called modulated continuous carrier wave. This kind of idea basically to strengthen wave. So it might go very strong. Of course, normally it doesn't go like triangle. Normally it's a wave, proper wave, and then it bounce back because you won't depreciate. But not too much to A. You got to bounce back. Otherwise, you have you emit over here. You also a receiver. So you also need to receive the signal as well. Otherwise, how do you know the distance between this one and this one? Okay, that's the basic idea. You call modulate continuous carrier wave. So that will mix with something to make it stronger. So that's the basic idea. Okay. Let's continue. So based on this one, how are you going to do the measurement? How are you going to do the measurement? The measurement goes this way. You can go look at this one. We'll see whether we have a picture or not. Okay, so this picture, let's try to look at this one. So this master station. The master station. Indeed, for bat. Bat probably now is notorious for this COVID-19. But bat, they have a very good technique. They can measure the distance, right? And the way is pretty much the same. You just send out a signal to the object. Then the object will bounce back your signal, and the bat will receive signal. Then from this one, they have some idea how far the object is from your observer. So this master station basically your observer. This is your observer. It can be any kind of instrument, as long as they can have electromagnetic waves sending out. Then they can do some measurement. They don't have to have another people over here. They have a prison over here as well. Otherwise, they can't refract. So without this one, normally you can easily, for short distance, if the distance is really short, you can receive some dim signal. You can also do some measurement, but it's not accurate. But for the longer distance, if you have a mirror, if you don't have a mirror, the signal will be gone because they'll diffract. If you put a wall here, they'll diffract somewhere, so they won't come back to this machine. So that's the reason you read a prism. There's some. All right. So this idea, you emit let's say the red light, and this red light won't come straight, unlike what you see with your visual eye. Indeed, it doesn't come straight. It's a wave. This comes in a wave. So the bounce back, and then from there, where they bounce back, you'll see do the measurement. So that's the basic idea. So you can see it's a 2-bit. It's a 2-bit. One is here over here. So pretty much this one pretty much you can see the mirror pretty much setting somewhere between over here, and so they put everything together. They bounce back in the direction. So pretty much they'll finish one cycle as well when they bounce back. So it means that your prism is over here, pretty much over here, and so keep on going. In principle, you're supposed to ride this way. You ride this way, then it bounce back another direction. So this goes this direction. This go direction. But it's hard to put them together, so he put this way. So this machine is this machine. But this is a transmitter over here. This is a receiver. But they are in the same machine. They are the same. It's not like you have two machines. They are the same machine. But it's just the way he plot it. The way he plots it. Okay, so you keep on going. Right. So I emit through the transmitter. I emit the light over the laser beam. Then it's a wave. Then keep on going. Then you will reach the prism. They start to bounce back. So they start to bounce back. Okay, eventually. And in this machine, when they bounce back, they can tell. What? They can tell. For example, let me introduce something. One is called. This is called. You can see. One is called. This is called wavelength. Wavelength. Wavelength basically is this called crest. The top is called crest. This is called trough. Trough is the end. This basic knowledge for the so wavelength basically this is a distance. Depends on your units. It might be centimeter, might be meter, might be kilometer. Depends on your units. So this is your lambda. This lambda is your wavelength. Wavelength over here. Okay, so wavelength basically is the length for one wave. As the name itself, the nominal name is the name itself disclose is meaning as well. So this wavelength is a length for a wave. What do I mean a wave? A wave means from beginning to the end. This is from beginning to the one cycle. So this is called a wave. One wave. And another one to say the wavelength is to look at a crest. Look at a crest. Quest means the top, but this name pretty much is for designate for the wave, basically for the wave. This is called quest. So this point to this point is called quest. So the distance from this one, I just try to put this way. So this distance, of course, is a straight. I can't make it straight. It's a straight. This distance is also your lambda as well. This all you can see as a circle, one circle. You will finish one circle from this point to end to this point. Any point, as long as they are same horizontal be they are same. You can treat this one. So this distance is also the lambda or equal to this distance. So are other 2 points. This point, you keep on going till this point as well. They are the also there is one cycle as well. Okay, so that's one idea about what I call the wavelength. So let's go back and see what kind of information you need. So and this bit is called trough. Trough basically is the feeder, the equipment for feeding the sheep, the sheep or cattle. Trough, this one. So it's a quest and trough. Okay, so it's just a name. It doesn't mean too much. But wavelength, you got to know wavelength just means the length of the different wavelengths. Suppose we mean of course I can't plot it perfectly, but just let you know. And you might have another wave like this one. Keep on going. So in this case, wavelength for this one is this one. This is distant. This wavelength. This is your wavelength. Suppose this is wave 1. So the lambda 1, wave 1, lambda 1. And for this one, the wavelength will be this one, even longer. This is lambda 2, okay. And it means this one goes if you give it a fixed time, it depends. You can't really just compare this one. It also think about time. So if you give it a fixed time and they appear in these two pictures, the behavior of these two waves appear in these two pictures. So you can see this one goes faster. This given a fixed time, fixed amount of time. This one already have 3 or 4 waves, right? Giving a time. But this one simply finish one wave and something. So in some sense, this one goes faster, back and forth goes faster. But this one goes smoothly, smoother wavelength. So light basically consists of different wavelengths as well, the combination. So that was is one light, but indeed you can use the spectrum, use a prism as well to divide the light into different types of light, and then they have okay. So you choose. So when you consider about the modulated continuous carrier, you apart from considering to elongate the signal itself, you also have to consider about this question as well, the wavelength. We'll see why, but it means you can arbitrarily choose whatever modulated carrier or modulated wave you like. You can arbitrarily. It depends on your purpose. You can arbitrarily. There are some criteria you can't arbitrarily, because otherwise different. And for this kind of EDM, electromagnetic distance measurement, you depends hugely on wavelength. It depends hugely on wavelength. Let's continue. Why? So look at this one. How many waves? 1, 2, and eventually there is a quarter wavelength as well. So in total is 2 and a quarter wavelength. 2 and a quarter. Then you can easily calculate what you can measure. You can measure what's the distance of. You might wonder if I know this one, then everything is done, because Normally you don't know this one. Normally you don't know this one. Of course, if you have you set up your prism here, you set up your prism here. Normally it doesn't come straight away over here. I mean, in this case, the prism might over here. The prism might over because they bounce back. It means the prism is not in this just one wavelength. Normally it doesn't come wavelength. Suppose I put this is our total station over here. Then it emit your light. My object is over here. This is my object. Okay, then you emit the light, and light is a wave, so you go like this way. You go like this way, right? Then you bounce back. Normally the prism, you can design the prism to bounce back. It will become this one. Indeed, it's coming back, but it's here continue over here. Indeed, it's another direction. This one, this direction. But I go this way. This one will be going this way because there is no actual machine over here. So don't think about there are two machines or something. Because this is a mirror. This is a mirror. This one is a mirror. So they'll bounce back. The light will refract. They'll bounce back. So I just use the dash line to indicate being bounce back. In this one goes the other direction, but it's hard to write to plot this one over the other direction. So that's the reason I keep on writing over here. In this the other direction. Okay. So if I'm going back, okay, going back, and only going back to this machine. I have this one, and this machine itself have some. We'll see through some of them. So they have some plate installed inside this one. The plate. I make it larger. Indeed, there's a small one. It's very small one. There's a plate inside this one. It might be a metal or something. But anyway, this one can detect light. Reach this. Here, some this one. They have some idea. There's some idea, but they probably have no idea how many circles, how many times it been walking on. But they have some idea of the unfinished bit. So they have some idea about residues. So now will be cause another problem. You might wonder, what? You don't even know how many circles. Indeed, you have no idea because they are moving. How do I know how many circles? Not me. I mean, how do the machine? How does the machine know how many circles been going through? The machine has no idea how many cycles being going through. They have no idea. The machine cannot count this one. They don't know. They have no idea because once the light is emitted, it's keep on going. The machine cannot keep record of how many waves been going through. So, but the machine can record the residue of the cycle. It means that you even can record the residue. Maybe it's 1/2 of your whole cycle. Maybe it's 1/3 of your whole cycle. Because they have some detector. They can detect your signal. So as long as your signal have been reached this point, they can capture. Because this is what I call it's called photon. So the photon will reach this one, this plate. This plate have some sensor. They can detect the photon. So once they detect photon, they know whether it's a finish or not. So they have some idea. Indeed, it's a 2π over here. We'll see how it works. But just to let you know, they have whether this is a finished bit or not, or this is 1/3 or something. They can accurately know it's a 1/3 or 1/4 or something of the whole wavelength. They have some idea. So in this case, look at the original case of this one. So this is 1/4 of wavelength. 1/4 wavelength, even that haven't finished. So basically, the machine. This is not a good picture. They're supposed to have. They'll come to this machine as well. This machine. So this signal will be read in this machine. So there is a machine inside this machine. There is a plate. So they'll reach. Once the photo reach this one, this plate, they'll immediately know. They have a signal already know. This is one quarter. You have finished one cycle, let's say 2 cycle, and again a bit. But they don't know this bit. They don't know you've been through 1 cycle, 2 cycle, no idea. They only know this bit. Of light, I know you in but I absolutely wait idea. Have you finished last way in which way? This one, for example, this one is a quarter wavelength. So it means you haven't finished one wave, the whole wave, but it's only 100. The machine can read this one, but machine cannot read this one. Okay, just emphasize. Now comes to the huge problem from you, I expect. If machine cannot read this one, then machine can only read this one. The machine knows it's a quarter wavelength. So how am I going to know the distance of this A and B? The distance is supposed B object is this A object here. So how am I, if I don't know this wavelength, if I don't know how many wavelengths you can know, is depends on the modulate. You already know red light, the wavelength of red light, white light, different kind of light. You already know the wavelength. So wavelength is already known beforehand. But how many wavelengths? You have no idea at all. You have no idea, including bounce back. You have no idea at all. So that's a huge problem. How are you going to tackle this problem? I'll tell you very soon. Very soon. Very few. It took me some time to think about this problem. Eventually, I figure out. So otherwise, you think, oh, it's easy. The machine emit the signal, and then the machine calculate how many. In principle, yeah, machine calculated, but no, machine won't calculate. How the machine knows how many cycles you've been through? No idea. No idea. But machine can recall this one because there's a detector over here. Then they can detect how many, in which degree you've been finished this wavelength, this one cycle. So in this case, they haven't even finished one cycle. They only finish one quarter of the whole cycle. Okay, let's continue. Suppose you know this one, but I'll let you know. You know this one is 2 wavelengths. You've been going to 2 distant wavelengths, including this one. So now it's easy. In total, how many wavelengths you've been through? You've been through 2 lambda. This is 2 whole cycle, 2 wavelengths plus this is 1 wavelength. Second wave. This one is a residue. This one can be read from machine. It's a residue, so it's a quarter length in total. But this one is not the distance between A and B. Remember, it's the whole A to B. There is a mirror over here, the prism, the mirror over here. Then it bounce back. Of course, the bounce back is being plotted over here, but it's indeed it bounce back. It's a bounce back to this machine. Okay, so it bounce back. It bounce back. So in total, is the 2AB. It's a 2AB, right? It's a 2AB. To measure, but there is no way I need to use tape. Otherwise, you resort to other tools. In this case, equipped with your laser beam or other magnetic stuff. Let's just take a laser beam for instance. If you take you emit the light, light will go to this way. this one. So they'll be keep on moving, then they'll reach the middle, the prison cell. They'll bounce back. So this bit is in another direction, but it's just hard to plot this one in the other. So put this one in this direction. But this is the same machine. This machine and this machine. There are only one machine. There is not two machines. Only one machine. Only one machine. So this means that it's only come back to this machine. Okay. So in this case, 2 lambda. Suppose you already know it's a 2 lambda. Suppose you don't know, but suppose you know this one. But you know this one. Find your machine. You know this one. Machine can read this one. Machine cannot read this one. But we will tell you let you know how to do this one. But for the moment, just trade. Not by your machine, like your light, different light you choose. Before you emit light, you already know the lambda, the wavelength. It's a physical one. This is a physical different types of light, different wavelength. So this one is not decided by you. This one is decided by the nature mother. So this lambda is already decided different light. What is a kilometer? Then you type this one. You get the distance between A and B in kilometers. So that's the whole sound is easy. Sounds easy. Okay, let's take a look at this one. You look at this one. Look at this one. This is what this is the one we n lambda is the whole. How many spec? 1B to A. How many cycle in total? So it will be n. N is integer cycle. In this case, is 2 is n. In total is wave. Let me change the wave. So this prism is important, can be designed properly. A continuous wave. If that don't come, will cause some problem for your calculation. But in this case, let's treat as it's well designed. So this is a continuous wave. Even it's bounce back, it continuous. Okay, so this the whole integer is 2. This is your rate, this one. Okay, so you this one plus this one, plus this one, and now comes to spinning to your mind. Comes to your mind is what's this? It doesn't look like looks like it's weird. Looks like it's weird. What's this? So again, I try to explain this one to you guys as well. Of course, this also. By the way, it seems we already take music time. I just maybe not one music, maybe a couple minutes, and then spread 26. Okay, I come back, and then we'll continue the explanation of this one. It's interesting. It's interesting as well. Without this book, not good. He already write something without any explanation. So I already find out all the explanation. But unfortunately, we have some good knowledge about how it works, so still can put the puzzle together. Okay, so this one, V30.